LeBron James completely messed up not trading Talen Horton-Tucker at the deadline for Kyle Lowry. Yes, the GM, we all know he had say in this. Why do people always overvalue their own players? It kind of reminds me of that parent in Little League. Positive, little Jimmy is going pro. They are dead serious, yelling at umpires. Settle down, little Jimmy is not that good. Well, THT might be good, but not as valuable as Kyle Lowry this season. Bottom line, the league is getting better. We don't know how many chances LeBron has left. With every chip, the king gets closer to the GOAT in people's eyes, but if they don't win, it is a legacy-changing mistake. This video explains why they messed up, but the one move they can still make. Yo, it's Casey, this is AM Hoops. I am telling you a secret right now that only paid members of this channel know. I was on the road for 6 months and filmed over 100 videos in hotel rooms.
We are in San Francisco, baby.
I am in Las Vegas, driving back across the country.
My wife and I had to go out of town, and thank goodness for my green screen and a VPN. So this video is sponsored by the VPN I use, private internet access, and I used them to watch NBA games across the country. I was in public places and needed privacy, like hotel rooms or coffee shops, and it is the best VPN. Private internet access works on any device you can think of, and with one subscription, protects over 10 devices at the same time. No logs ever, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. I have also used private internet access on vacations out of the country to watch games. It is legit the best for NBA fans. On top of that, private internet access is great for general privacy. Using Wi-Fi in public spaces can be dangerous. Anyone who wants to spy on you can access your data. Even the company that you pay for internet can see every website you go to. With private internet access though, you can go undetected and feel safe. So to help out the channel, get 3 free months and privacy for under $3 a month, click the link down below in the description. LeBron absolutely should have pushed for an all-in move, because this next title is that important. The King wants a 5th ring, one behind Michael Jordan, of course, and the Lakers want number 18, passing the Celtics for most all time. But standing in their way this year is better competition. Look, I'm not saying that last season was an asterisk title, but there weren't exactly elite teams to overcome. I mean, they beat the Blazers, who barely made the playoffs, the give-up Rockets, missed the Clippers for Denver, and then beat the young Heat in the finals. Let's not pretend like the Lakers are just gonna cruise to a title like the bubble. I really like what other teams did at the deadline too. I mean, the Clips with Rondo are a title contender. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments, but the talent is elite. The Nuggets upgraded with Aaron Gordon and JaVale McGee, replacing what they lost in Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee, only better. Portland also got better with Norman Powell. Utah's cruising, and Brooklyn is stacked. With the league that much better, LA could really use a 3rd star. Same problem as last year. I know they snuck by, but Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had a really good finals. All that got him was a ring and overpaid. Then the Lakers front office had a chance to offload that bad contract and an expiring, upgrading at point guard, but wouldn't include Talen Horton-Tucker? For THT to be the sticking point is insane. A 20-year-old rotation player cannot be the reason you don't get an all-star upgrade for a team on a championship run. I know people care about the future. I hear about it all the time. But when prime THT does roll around, LeBron will be long gone at 42 years old. The window to win is right now, and they need all-in moves. Look, I know Lowry is short and kind of pudgy, but this will make you go,
Things that make you go,
Kyle Lowry is averaging more points than Dennis Schroeder, almost twice the assists, shooting about 40% from deep with better defense. 6 All-Stars to none, and oh yeah, the whole playoff team, which is the entire point for the Lakers. Not only does Lowry have a chip, but he has multiple big playoff moments. Schroeder has none. Dude is a question mark. He is not a proven winner in the postseason. The reason they haven't extended him already is because they want to see what happens in the playoffs. The fact that Schroeder was even mentioned in this deal means the Lakers are far apart on that contract. There is a chance they lose Schroeder anyway after the season and need a replacement. But, Laker fans, I'm not saying that your team cannot win a title, but not getting Kyle Lowry makes it a lot harder. And how do we know if LA loses, LeBron will ever make it back to the finals? At some point, this dude is going to age, and Anthony Davis will be alone. They're not contenders with AD as their number one. And the second reason keeping THT was a big mistake is Lowry would have been major injury relief. I mean, one of the reasons that James Harden is an MVP candidate is he is carrying Brooklyn without Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving sometimes. Harden is so good, both of those guys can afford to rest and get 100% for the playoffs. I'm not saying Kyle Lowry is James Harden, but he is a 6-time All-Star, one of the better floor generals in the NBA. Now, with how bad LA looks, I could see LeBron or AD rushing back, which could be a disaster. Oh, why would they rush back? Not to get a top 3 seed or anything, which looks practically impossible, but to avoid the play-in games. Anything can happen if they end up 7th through 10th. I mean, the reason we love the NBA playoffs is usually the best team wins in a 7-game series. In a 1 or 2 game scenario, anyone can lose, even the best duo in the NBA. I mean, just think about Kawhi Leonard's Raptors 2 years ago. They went down 2-0 to the Bucks, and then they roared back all the way to a championship. LA could easily fall to those play-in spots without LeBron and AD, so they might have to rush back. If Anthony Davis comes back too soon, could he tear his Achilles? We know LeBron needs to be 100% in the playoffs with the load he carries, and that's what makes this so confusing for me. The Lakers had to consult with LeBron about trading THT for Lowry, and he apparently believes in the young guy this much. If it comes out later, though, that Rob Pelinka did this on his own, then he chose the AD Lakers over the LeBron Lakers, which is a mistake. But the good news in all of this is the Lakers have 2 ways to turn this around. The first is getting healthy. Now, assuming Anthony Davis and LeBron James are good to go, they will be favored against anyone in the West, regardless of home court. The second is the buyout market, and yes, they signed Andre Drummond, but the problem with that is he's not a playoff game changer like Kyle Lowry. This is Andre Drummond's playoff record: 2 series, 0 wins. Every single GM would take Lowry in the playoffs over Drummond. There's a reason no one traded for him, and it's not just his contract. Now, we are going to find out in the playoffs whether or not I'm wrong, of course, but LeBron's career could come to an end a lot quicker than we expect. Dude was injured his first year in LA. He's out for a long stretch now, and just bet on a 20-year-old with no key playoff experience over a star point guard with a chip? Now, the best duo in the league needs to rush back to avoid the play-in, somehow stay healthy against better teams in the postseason. If not, we could look on this trade deadline as the moment LeBron's prime came to an end. If he's not competing for championships, that's a wrap. LeBron probably had a say in not trading for Kyle Lowry, so this isn't all the front office's fault. But I am saying THT better be so good he hangs a banner in the future, because they gave up a great shot to hang one now. All right, guys, 2 things that you have to check out. The first is my breakdown of why LeBron's already the GOAT. You can tell me I'm an idiot in the comments, but look at the reasoning. And the second one is why LaMelo owes everything to his brother Lonzo Ball.